Hello everyone, welcome back for another SEO tool video. In today's tool video, I wanted to walk through this Google Reviews checker tool that I built for specifically Google Business Profiles. And something that I've been seeing in the industry lately, a lot of chatter regarding Google either removing reviews as part of spam policies, or in some instances, their review counter actually isn't tallying up to the amount of actual reviews that the listing has. So this number may be showing a lower amount of actual reviews on the listing itself. So one way that we can go about and check for that potential discrepancy to understand, is a Google business listing actually losing reviews, or is there just some bug with the review counter, is using this API tool. And it plugs into Data for SEO's API, which will query your specific profile and then pull the results for review count as well as just total reviews if you wanted to go back and look at the historical reviews that your listing has over time. So to use this tool, you will first enter your API login and your API password for Data for SEO, and then set the number of reviews that you want to fetch. So let's just bump that up to 1,000. There is a small cost depending on the number of reviews that you're pulling. I believe it's maybe 4 cents per 10 reviews, or maybe even cheaper than that. So minimal cost, but something to be aware of. From there, you will enter your Google My Business profile title. So full name, and then specifying the location. So in this case, let's say United States. If you don't include it, that's okay. It'll be specified by default for Data for SEO. From there, you will run to review check. And this will post a task to Data for SEO's API. And so it will then query against that task or that job. And once it's done on Data for SEO's end, it will then pull in those results. So going to wait a few seconds. Usually takes about 60 to 120 seconds, depending on how much you're trying to pull and how loaded the bandwidth for Data for SEO is at that time. But it's about 1 to 2 minutes typically. Yeah, again, just having this come about primarily because of a lot of business owners seeing a lot of the reviews dropping off overnight potentially, really based on the number of review count. So as they're looking back at historical data from, like, let's say last month or 3 months ago, just seeing that number drop off overnight. But a lot of SEOs are saying that a lot of folks are seeing just this counter being discrepant with the number of actual reviews that are housed on that listing, and just doing some like individual checks on my end, that appears to be the case as well. And so this is just a good way to kind of validate for yourself in the meantime as Google goes to correct that bug. So as you can kind of see, while this does show 363 reviews as part of the count for the listing, the scrape actually pulled back 370 reviews. So just kind of a bit of a disparity there. So beyond that, you can also download the reviews that were pulled or scraped as a CSV file. And then it basically includes the name of the business. So if you entered more than one, it'll categorize that way. The location you pulled from, when that review was pulled, who wrote the review, the rating, and then the actual text for the review body. So hopefully you find this tool to be helpful, and I will catch you all in the next video.